If I can look at some of the key headline points in terms of progress over the past 15 years, we have seen a clear increase in representation of women, both in terms of application and in terms of recommendation at all stages in both the courts and tribunals' exercises over the lifespan of the JAC. So since the Commission was established, 35% of applicants and 38% of recommendations have been women. In the 8-year period prior to establishment of the JAC, there were 16% of applicants and 22% of recommendations. For the 2020 set of statistics, our most recent, 45% of all candidates recommended for appointment in legal exercises were women, and 41% of those recommended in non-legal exercises were women. So overall, there is good progress in that regard. When we look at those from the minority communities in terms of application and recommendation, it's increased across all exercises when we compare the period of the existence of the JAC compared to the pre-JAC period. Since the JAC was established, 16% of applicants and 11% of recommendations have been from minority communities. In the 8-year period prior to the establishment of the JAC, those figures were 3.5% and 4%, respectively. In 2020, minority candidates made up 12% of all recommendations for legal roles and 23% of all recommendations for non-legal roles. And this is in line with the definition of the eligible pool for most large exercises. And has that had an impact in terms of the composition of the judiciary? Well, if we look at the question of the court's judiciary and its composition in 2006, 18% of judges were women. Today, the 2020 figures, it's 32%. And for those from minority communities, 3.8% in 2006, 8% now in 2020.